Now, brothers and sisters, here in 1 Timothy, Christians are going to use this to say, see, you can't wear jewelry, but we're going to give you a clear understanding of what's being said.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So that's the point right there. Women adorn themselves in modest apparel. That's the point. Go ahead.
With shamefacedness and sobriety, not with throated hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array.
So where it says not with gold or costly array, it's not saying that God is speaking against jewelry. What's going on in this verse is that women shouldn't wear jewelry to promote their beauty. The beauty is supposed to come from within. And we're going to show you that in the next...
I am the punishment of God. And if you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me upon you.
Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another episode of Crushing Christian Views. We're going to get right into it tonight. It looks like Gino Jennings has stuck his foot in his mouth once again, as he did before, and like he always does. So there's a video clip where Gino Jennings says that the Bible is against God's people. Well, he doesn't even say God's people because he thinks God's people is everybody who yells Jesus, Jesus. But he thinks the Bible is against people wearing jewelry, and that people will be God's people, and that's certainly not true at all. So what I'm going to do is play this video and then give some commentary on it afterwards.
You know, you are married, right?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you wear a ring?
A ring don't make you faithful. The ring don't make you obligated, and a ring don't make you committed. Not only that, the Bible speaks against the wearing of.
So he says the ring, the wedding ring, doesn't make you faithful. It doesn't make you committed. We agree with that. Israelites are not into wearing wedding rings. But what he says next, we don't agree with, and the Bible doesn't agree with.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah. So I don't wear a ring. The Bible speaks against. Talk about the chain. You'll find all that you're covering up. But you'll find all that.
So what we're going to do is go into the scriptures and read to you where, first of all, let's do this. Watch this. We gotta let you Christians understand that God doesn't change at all. You all think when Jesus came on the scene, God changed, or Jesus changed what God had already put in place. That's a no-no. So watch this. I'm going to show you God does not change. Let me see. Type it in here because sometimes I can't even. Okay, so Malachi, and I'll read this deep. Malachi chapter 3 and verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So because God doesn't change is the reason why we haven't been unalived by the Lord himself. God does not change. Now let's go back to the Gino Jennings video. Give me 1 second here. We're going to start it over again. Let him start again.
You know, you are married, right?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you wear a ring?
A ring don't make you faithful. The ring don't make you obligated, and a ring don't make you committed. Not only that, the Bible speaks against the wearing of jewelry.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah. So I don't wear a ring. The Bible speaks against. Talk about the chain. You'll find all that you're covering up. But you'll find all that in the 3rd chapter of the book of Isaiah. You'll find that in the 2nd chapter of the.
So
book of
wedding rings, wedding bands, and all that just.
All that is for show.
Wow.
You know, many often talk about the scripture of the prodigal son, how when he came back, he received a reward, he received a ring. or how when Joseph, the son of Jacob, became a governor, he was given a ring and he became a mighty governor down in Egypt. Well, a ring back then was a symbol of power, a symbol of authority. The power we have now is not on our finger, but the power that's given to us, which is God people, is in our heart. For the power is the Holy Spirit.
We haven't touched the damn ring.
Oh yes, for the book says, tarry or wait until you be endued with power from on high. So I wouldn't want something that's on my finger that I can lose.
This has nothing to do with power. And he also mentioned the Holy Spirit. We're going to get to the Holy Spirit in a minute. But first, we'll have Derek read the book of Genesis.
All right. This is Genesis chapter 24, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Abraham was old and well stricken in age. And the Lord had blessed Abraham in all things.
So the Lord blessed Abraham in all things, which includes Juri. You're going to see that in a minute.
Verse 17. The servant ran to meet her and said, let me, I pray thee, drink a little water of thy pitcher.
So the servant, which is, just to give you context, which is Abraham's top servant, he was sent to pick a wife for Abraham's son Isaac, which is Rebecca. So that's the woman in the verse that we're talking about here. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And she said, drink, my lord. And she hasted, let down her pitcher upon her hand and gave him drink.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 21. And the man wondering at her held his peace, to wit whether the Lord had made his journey prosperous or not.
So he wanted to know if the Lord had made his journey prosperous or not. We're going to see if he did that.
Verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass, as the camels had done drinking, that the man took a golden earring of half a shekel weight, and 2 bracelets for her hands of 10 shekels weight of gold.
You hear that? So the man took a ring and bracelets for Rebecca. What else we got on that?
Verse 35.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord hath blessed my master greatly, and he is become great. And he hath given him flocks and herds and silver and gold and men servants and maid servants and camels and asses.
So in that verse, he gave him silver and gold. Jewelry. In fact, the word jewelry comes from Judah, from Jew. Jewelry comes from Judah. That's what jewelry was made for, Judah, which is who we are. We're the tribe of Judah. That's what jewelry is for. It's made for us. Go ahead.
All right, now we're in the book of Numbers, chapter 31, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, avenge the children of Israel of the
Midianites.
Mm-hmm. Afterward shalt thou be gathered unto thy people.
Okay.
Verse 49. And they said unto Moses, thy servants have taken the sum of the men of war which are under our charge, and there lacketh not one man of us.
Okay, that's Numbers 31, right?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 50. We have therefore brought in oblation for the Lord, what every man hath gotten of jewels of gold, chains and bracelets, rings, earrings, and tablets,
mm-hmm.
to make an atonement for our souls before the Lord. Verse 52.
Mm-hmm.
And all the gold of the offering that they offered up to the Lord, of the captains of thousands and of the captains of hundreds, was 16,750 shekels.
That's a lot of jewelry.
Verse 53.
Mm-hmm.
For the men of war had taken spoil, every man for himself.
Every man for himself, because there is nothing wrong with having jewelry, brothers and sisters. Jewelry was made for the Israelites, for the Jews. All right, what we got next?
All right, now we in Luke chapter 15, verse 20.
Uh-oh, Christians, the New Testament.
And he arose and came to his father. But when he was yet a great way off, his father saw him and had compassion and ran and fell on his neck and kissed him.
So what's going on here is the son had realized that he was in sin, and so read that part again.
This is Luke chapter 15, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
And he arose and came to his father. But when he was yet a great way off, his father saw him and had compassion, and ran and fell on his neck and kissed him.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 22. But the father said to his servants, bring forth the best robe and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand,
and put a ring on his hand,
and shoes on his feet.
This had nothing to do with power, like Gino Jennings was talking about. Okay, brothers and sisters, having jury is a good thing. Go ahead.
Verse 23. And bring hither the fatted calf and kill it, and let us eat and be merry.
And be merry, that means be happy. Go ahead.
That's it on that.
That's it on that, okay.
I think the Christians should know that was Christ telling a parable.
And that was Christ, thank you, D. That was Christ giving a parable. You understand that, brothers and sisters? You understand that, you black Christians and you Latino Christians? All right, what do we have next?
Now we're in the book of Exodus, chapter 35, verse 20.
Okay.
And all the congregation of the children of Israel departed from the presence of Moses.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 21. And they came, everyone whose heart stirred him up, and everyone whom his spirit made willing, and they brought the Lord's offering to the work of the tabernacle of the congregation, and for all his service, and for the holy garments.
And for the holy garments.
Verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
And they came, both men and women, as many as were willing hearted, and they brought bracelets, and earrings,
and
rings, and tablets,
mm-hmm.
all jewels of gold.
All jewels of gold.
And every man that offered an offering of gold unto the Lord.
Because the Lord loves jewelry. That's why he made it. He made it for us. And so they offered this up to the Lord. Go ahead.
Verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
And every man with whom was found blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen and goat's hair and red skins of rams and badger skins brought them. And
that's it on that?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to Ezekiel.
Okay, we're going to go into Ezekiel, brothers and sisters. Again, we read in the beginning of the video, God changes not. God does not change. And the reason I want to emphasize that because we're going to show you something in the New Testament in a couple of minutes.
All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
I clothed thee also with broidered work, and showed thee with badger skin, and I girded thee about with fine linen, and I covered thee with silk.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11. I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put bracelets upon thy hands.
Bracelets upon thy hands.
And a chain on thy neck.
And a chain on thy neck. And that's in our spirit. That's why for decades now, Mr. T, rappers, and all of us, even, I hate to use it, drug dealers, we all like to wear gold chains. It's in our spirit to do that because God made that for us. Go ahead.
Verse 12. And I put a jewel on thy forehead, and earrings in thy ears, and a beautiful crown upon thy head.
God did this. He put earrings in our ears and a jewel on our forehead and a crown upon our heads. What else we got?
Verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Thus wast thou decked with gold and silver.
Decked with gold and silver.
And thy raiment was of fine linen, and silk, and broidered work. Thou didst eat fine flour and honey and oil. Thou wast exceeding beautiful, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom.
And thou was exceeding beautiful, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom. So the jewelry what we're wearing is part of the beauty that God is talking about, Mr. Gino Jennings. What else we got?
It's First Timothy. This chapter 2.
Yep, chapter 2. Yeah. Now, brothers and sisters, here in 1 Timothy, Christians are going to use this to say, see, you can't wear jewelry, but we're going to give you a clear understanding of what's being said.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So that's the point right there. Women adorn themselves in modest apparel. That's the point. Go ahead.
With shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array.
So where it says not with gold or costly array, it's not saying that God is speaking against jewelry. What's going on in this verse is that women shouldn't wear jewelry to promote their beauty. The beauty is supposed to come from within. And we're going to show you that in the next, what's Peter?
Yep.
Yeah, Peter chapter 3. Watch this, brothers and sisters.
This is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Whose adorning let it not be the outward adorning of plaiting the hair,
Mm-hmm.
and of wearing of gold, or of putting on of apparel. Verse 4. But let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of God of great price.
So, because the beauty is supposed to come from within. That's what that's talking about. Not you can't wear jewelry and God is against jewelry. Read that one more time, David.
This is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
But let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit,
Mm-hmm.
which is in the sight of God of great price.
You hear that, brothers and sisters? Go ahead.
Oh,
Was that
verse
it?
4. Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to read verse 3 again?
Yeah, read verse 3 again.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Whose adorning let it not be that outward adorning.
So right there, whose adorning let it not be that outward adorning, which is pleasing to God. It shouldn't be the outward adorning. It's from within. Go ahead.
Of plaiting the hair, and of wearing of gold, or of putting on of apparel.
So you understand that, brothers and sisters? We just wanted you to know that it is not against God to wear jewelry. God made jewelry for his people to wear. You better believe that when we as God's people, and I'm talking to the brothers and sisters out there who know they're Israelites and who are keeping the commandments in practice every day. When we get into the kingdom, believe you, we're gonna be wearing lots and lots of jewelry. Okay? Is that it on that?
Yep.
All right. So we just wanted to react to what Pastor Gino Jennings said. I know he think he knows what he's talking about, but he doesn't. He's a long way off. So now what we're gonna do is go into there's a video clip I saw recently where there's this pop the balloon thing that goes on the internet. I haven't really watched it. I've only seen clips of it. But I'm telling you right now, listen, so let's go to that video.
A lot of wicked women go on there.
That's right. There's a lot of the video clips I've seen, the women are out of their minds. And I noticed when a man walks into the room, if one woman pops her balloon, most of them are going to pop their balloon. Not because of the guy. They're just following the first one or two women that pop their balloons. But let's pull that up. Let me see if I got that here. Give me 1 second, brothers and sisters.
I don't know why men go on there to these goofy dating sites anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because if you look at how the women are dressed, I mean, you're only dating her because you want to have sex. This is not a woman you want to make your wife. It can't be. So let me play this video real quick.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Ice 44.
Ice, you're 44. And what do you do?
I'm an author, and I also own my own logistics trucking company.
Okay, cool. Hi, I'm Stephanie. I am 39. And why did you end up popping your balloon? It's giving a little studious, maybe.
Stop right there. She says she popped her balloon because the man is giving studious. Now, men should be studious, but she's speaking against that. Let me go back a little bit, start over.
It's giving a little studious. Maybe you read books on vacation as opposed to maybe
you read books on vacation. Listen, a lot of studious people, when they go on vacation, they read books for relaxation. That's why if you look at a bunch of Hollywood movies, you'll see the Edomites in these movies. When they're on vacation, they're sitting on a beach in the sun reading a book. especially if he's a businessman or a businesswoman. Let's go back a little bit, start again.
It's giving a little studious. Maybe you read books on vacation as opposed to maybe, it's just giving studious to me.
Okay.
That's honest.
So I guess basically what you're saying is my outfit seems like I read a lot of books. Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't say your outfit, just the whole vibe gives a very you're an author.
Yeah, I'm an author.
The brother is an author. If you're an author, you're likely to read a lot of books.
Her answer was so stupid, she couldn't even give a legit reason.
She couldn't even
what she
articulate.
was talking about. That's how stupid it was.
She couldn't even articulate an answer. We're gonna go back one more time to when the brother started speaking.
Reading a book like it's a bad thing.
Like it's a bad thing to read a book, because again, a lot of these American queens, they want men that are in prison. They want a guy with tattoos on his eyeballs
A
and
scammer
half dreads, a scammer
or a drug dealer.
or a drug dealer. That's why I won't mention his name, but there's a certain murderous drug dealer who just got out of prison, and he's making rounds and everybody's bowing down to him, especially women. A murderous drug dealer who has helped destroy our community just got out of prison. Okay, let's play this one more time.
It's just giving studious to me.
Okay.
That's honest.
So I guess basically what you're saying is my outfit seems like I read a lot of books. Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't say your outfit, just the whole vibe gives a very you're an author.
Yeah, I'm an author. But
He's an author.
But-
It's giving author. It's giving author.
It's giving author. It's saying that he's a smart guy, that he's astute, that he's studious, that he's intelligent. You know what?
Anyone know what's crazy? That's a 40-year-old woman.
40-year-old woman with her thighs out in a super tight dress.
And she's on a dating show trying to find a man, and I see why she's on there, how stupid she is. I see.
At 40 years old. You know, I heard somebody say this on I can't remember who the podcaster was. He said white women go to college to meet their mate. Black women go to college so that they can diss black men and say, look at me, I went to school, blah, 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 blah. East Indian women go to college for the same thing white women go to college for. So do the Arabic women. They usually, if you take a bunch of East Indian couples, Arabic couples, white couples who went to school, more than likely they met in college. They met in school.
And also, don't forget too, if a black chick go to a big university, she's dissing the black men that ain't on the football team, ain't the basketball players, or if he ain't Mr. Popular on the campus. She's sleeping with them black men, but if he just regular going to class, that's the one she, I guess, view as, it's all stupid to me.
And we understand it. The men in this room, we understand because we all went to college. We understand it. You lived on campus at one time, right? I lived on campus. Corey, did you ever live on campus?
No, I wasn't mature enough to live on campus.
Right.
But I got my degree though.
Right. So also too, and I meant to react to this video, but I changed my mind. There was a woman who recently, an older woman in her early 60s, she had a conjugal visit with, she was married to the man, right? It was her husband. She had a conjugal visit with him. And after the conjugal visit, for the black people out there who don't know what conjugal means, she went to have sex with her husband in prison. After the conjugal visit, he unalived her. This is a woman in her early 60s, and this guy wasn't just like a regular murderer. he executed, from what the news says, 4 men who he mistakenly thought were drug dealers.
And serving 4 life sentences without parole.
4 life sentences. So
and he was married.
And he was
let
married.
that sink in.
Yep.
While in prison. She met him in prison.
Went there on a conjugal visit and he unalived her.
Murderous man in prison, married him, and then he unalived you.
Yeah. So this goes back to the type of guys a lot of our sisters seem to be attracted to. Some women or some sisters will tell you this guy's too nice, he's too nerdy, like the 40-year-old thighs out of her dress woman did in this video. He's too nerdy, he reads books. There's nothing wrong with going on vacation and reading books while you're on vacation. Lots of people do it.
There's a lot more of y'all read books. Your kids wouldn't be reading at a 3rd grade reading level as a senior in high school.
That's correct.
That's why your boy signed that, what's that? No
Child Left Behind. Because these American kids, particularly the black ones, are really stupid.
Oh, Donald Trump, that thing he just signed. Right. I don't know. Well, listen, brothers and sisters, one thing I can say is that we as Israelites, which is our true nationality, we are continuing to grow. What the oppressor did to our people in the past by killing our leaders in the 60s, by berating our men who joined in on World War II in the 40s, by burning down our communities before 1920s. This thing that's going on with the Israelites, they're not going to be able to stop. I promise you. This video, I don't care, it could go out to the whole world. I promise you, you will not stop this movement, this awakening of the Israelites. We're going to continue on growing until we get to a particular number. And when we get to that particular number, World War III happens.
Sirens going on.
Those sirens go off.
I can't wait. I'm gonna jump for joy.
We're going to jump for joy.
I can't wait to bootlicking niggas gotta bow.
Yeah, you bootlicking niggas are going to bow. And you thighs out the dress, black women, you're going to bow as well.
To a black man.
To a black man, not an Edomite. Again, to my Latino brothers and sisters, I have to remind you, Jesus Christos no blanco. Jesus Christos el negro. Okay? So, with that being said, we want to say shalom to you. We hope you enjoyed the video, and like, comment, and subscribe.
Donate to the Cash App.
So that we can continue to grow this thing. Until the next time, shalom.
I am the punishment of God. And if you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me upon you.